Why? Why is nothing? Why is nothing like the pictures you see? Why is nothing advertised like the pictures you see? Especially when it comes to food. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because yesterday I went out to eat. I went to a place that serves all you can eat sushi. It has a ton of different, stuff. So if you don't want sushi, you can get, shrimp tempura, kani tempura, miso soup, salad. You can get yakisoba. You can get, you can get a ton of other stuff too. Then they had a kids menu. Of course, kids can be picky eaters, so the kids menu consists of French fries, corn dog, nuggets, and what was it? Nuggets, French fries, corn dog. There was something else I can't remember now, but it was like for the kids. The kids want. It wasn't a burger. It wasn't a burger, and it wasn't mac and cheese. No, like you're not going to see that kind of stuff in a sushi restaurant. I can't remember. It's gonna kill me. Yeah, but so every time I go there, I feel tempted to eat their nuggets because in the picture it shows that it's breaded in panko. Now, I've had tempura chicken before. I've had fish katsu. I've had all this stuff. So I'm thinking it's going to look exactly like I see in the picture. So I said, you know what? I've always said I'm going to try it. I always say I'm going to try it. Let me try it. So I asked for the nuggets. All right. I get 3 nuggets. 3 nuggets. That's fine. That's fine. 3 nuggets. But they looked nothing. Nothing like you saw in the picture. In the picture, they were breaded in panko breadcrumbs, Japanese breadcrumbs. These were not. I will admit they looked better than the nuggets you would get from McDonald's. I will admit that. They were most definitely not like the nuggets from Burger King. I should know because the other day I had Burger King. Because Burger King now has, in honor of Spooky Month, in honor of this month of October, they released a monster menu. Because every year they do a signature burger, a Halloween-themed burger for the Whopper. And this time it is the Jack-o'-lantern Whopper. The bun is orange and has black sesame seeds, symbolizing the Jack-o'-lantern. I ended up getting that. They also had mozzarella fries, but it's the mummy mozzarella fries. And the nuggets are in shapes. They're called vampire nuggets in a coffin, and it's shaped like teeth and bats. They were not like that. The nuggets that I had at this restaurant weren't like that, which is fine. They weren't like the nuggets you would get from KFC. The breading, it wasn't bad. Would I get it again? No. The meat was tender, yes. It looked like meat. If you were to bite into chicken McNuggets, it doesn't have that texture of meat. It looks like meat, and it tastes like meat, and the texture feels like meat, but it doesn't look it. It doesn't look like a typical thing. Back in the day, yes, now no. The nuggets from KFC, you will see that chicken tenderness and things like that. The McDonald's tenders shows that texture of what chicken looks like and things like that. The breading on this, it was seasoned, yes. But I will admit I was disappointed. Now, will I still go to that restaurant? Oh yeah, that's not going to deter me from going to the restaurant. but I won't be getting it again. At least I can say I tried it because I kept on saying, I want to try it, I want to try it, I want to try it. At least I got to try it. But yes, why is it, especially in the fast food industry, are the items, the food items, not looking like what is advertised in the pictures? Like, why? Oh my God. Yeah, no. Come on now. If you're going to advertise something, then it needs to be exactly how it's advertised. Otherwise, it's called false advertising. Like, for example, a couple years ago, I went to Chowderfest. Chowderfest. And there was, and I've had chowder before. Chowder is supposed to be like thick. Kind of like almost like tomato soup. So if you were to get chicken soup and tomato soup, you will know that the chicken soup is a lot less heavier and less thicker than tomato soup. Tomato soup is heavier and thicker and kind of creamy. If you get chicken gnocchi, that is creamy. It's like a stew. That is very creamy. It's thick and it's heavy. It's hearty. Chowder is supposed to be the same thing. It's supposed to be heavy. It's supposed to be hearty. It's supposed to be thick. This one stand was serving fish chowder. Okay, cool. Seafood chowder. Okay, cool. It was not chowder. It was soup. It was seafood soup. I remember the person that invited me out there, and I had asked them, that's not chowder, that's soup. You know, and he explains that he can make a good chowder and things like that. And I said, can we sue him? That's false advertising. That's not chowder, that's soup. Can we sue him? They said, yeah, you can. It was funny though. It was an experience, but it was just like, yeah. And it's kind of funny because everyone I knew, and even myself, we ended up getting sick. But it's not like food poisoning, or I don't know. Then again, it was raining, so we may have had like cold. I remember getting like chest pains, and some a mild case of respiratory issues. But that's it. Yeah. I don't know. But to each their own. Yeah, but why is that? Can anyone tell me why is it that food, especially in the fast food business, is never going to look exactly what you see in the pictures? Like, what do you call it? False advertisement or just product defect? I mean, if it's a product defect, then that needs to be worked on. You guys tell me, what are your thoughts on it? What is your input?